Hello there, everybody. My name is Alex Weir, and welcome to the Bad Audio Podcast. Recently, I've been talking a lot about all of this archaeology stuff, and it's pretty fascinating because I kind of started out leaning towards the Graham Hancock side, and I'm still kind of there, but there's details that he gets wrong that are just so glaring that I've really begun a massive reassessment. Right now, I'm just going to do a super informal look at something I'm watching on the Danny Jones podcast, where he has on his YouTube channel Flint Dibble on there talking about these vases at this particular point in the podcast. And apparently there was some vase found, I think in Egypt or somewhere like that, that is just massively perfect. It's like they did some kind of computer scan on it and it revealed like this extraordinary level of perfection. Now, my immediate thought is like, okay, but it's a vase, right? Vases are like a super rudimentary idea. Yeah, making a perfect vase is a whole other ball game, but at the same time, does that mean that there's this Atlantean level, alien level, or even like super duper incalculably complex level of technology needed to do it? Or is it some kind of more rudimentary machine, or is the machine even necessary? Because let's look at it like this. There's a skilled craftsman, and he's making vases. Some of them are going to be pitch perfect. Most of them are going to be pretty much there. Some of them are going to be flops. And that seems to be in keeping what we're seeing, because how many of these vases did they find? Are they all to that degree of perfection? Again, this maybe a little bit more background research before I go babbling on the internet is necessary here, but I think that I would have heard something about like all these vases, like they've been mass produced. Like, because if you're talking about there's some kind of technology that does this, and they're all going to have to be to that level of perfection on a super consistent basis for it to begin to be that noteworthy. Otherwise, it's pretty easily attributable to a skill set that's been lost due to the lack of practice within that certain use of those tools and methodologies, like basically what Flint Dibble is explaining in this video. It's just very, very interesting because it also ignores the rest of the context. Okay, so you found a vase. What else is there around the vase that makes you think that there's ancient civilizations? Sure, there's like the contextualization that Graham Hancock gives about all of these ancient sites and how there's like certain similarities, but I've seen those kind of be explained away. And at the same time, besides that, it doesn't really mean that they were like what he's implying is not necessary. There's no need for an ancient civilization to explain that. It might be something possible, like on the very periphery. But what I'm getting here at, it's like in the back of my brain, I'm like, come on, bring it forward, dumbass, is that what they seem to be doing is finding little uncanny tidbits of information like this and then using it to go, see? And that's where I'm starting to get the problem, because I think that there might be something interesting there, but if you're engaging in this practice, you're just kind of spinning your tire in a way. But maybe I'm wrong about that, because maybe that's how you maintain interest enough to where we can get further investigation. I don't know, but at the same time, the vitriol around this makes me concerned, and towards that end, I feel like pointing this out. So y'all feel free to have a discussion, call me stupid, spam me with links to why it actually is proof of Atlantis, like a handful of vases. And here's the thing: it's like people can do amazing things. I don't know why it's so unbelievable that people can do amazing things. For instance, I know that people can still make music like Bach made music, but maybe this is simply me misinterpreting scuttlebutt I've read and heard about. There's some incredibly complex, almost mathematical type of stuff going with the way he has all of those melodies interplaying. And that just comes with playing with melodies. And so there's almost like a mathematical perfection to the music of Bach in some ways, right? So that's a guy. He doesn't have like high technology. And if you think about it, calculus, it was invented by Newton, right? Well, what did Newton take it from? It's like more rudimentary forms of mathematics. He just had a lot of time to think about it and was passionate about it. And so if you have an entire like tradesman group of guys that make vases, some of those vases are going to be pretty perfect. I keep on, but it all ties to the same like suite of points I'm making here. So again, tell me what you think below. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll try to get to your comments during the week and also finish up that video about Metatron's analysis of Flint Dibble's character, among other things. Thanks so much. Take care.